center ring. Dave Mcauley's record, 18 wins, 2 defeats, 2 draws. Blanco, 25 wins, 6 defeats.
This is not a low blow.
1 draw. A lot of his defeats,
though,
were early
That's
career.
a fair punch right here. Comprende? Okay, touch gloves. God bless. Touch him up. Buena suerte.
Referee Steve Smoger handled the big fight between Ray Mercer and Larry Holmes when Holmes won so sensationally to earn his title fight with Evander Holyfield coming up later on this month. He also handled the Chris Eubank Sugar Boy Malinga world title fight recently in Britain, so he's becoming a pretty well-known figure. Looks like the lead singer of one of those old
Davey,
60s pop groups whose name escapes
Rodolfo,
me.
you ready? Get your corners. Get your corners.
Well, I'm not building up your on that one.
So, Mcauley in the green shorts here, up against Rodolfo Blanco, the Colombian. And every expectation that this could be a very good fight indeed. 21 months on from their first meeting. Sometimes it works out that the second meetings aren't quite as thrilling. And you'll notice that Mcauley will have his left glove up pretty high as a defense against the potent right hand of Blanco. That's something they've kind of drummed into him during the sparring.
Yes, he's got to keep his hands up nice and tight. He's got to watch for them looping hooks from Blanco. They're a much danger shot, that one. Already he's trying an uppercut first and then a left hook.
Left hook of Blanco. Blanco, who we think is 31, but there's some doubt about his age. He might be 25. There, like so many fighters, there are various birth dates given, and he gets in with that right there as Mcauley just dropped the left. Third attempt to become a world champion for the Colombian, having lost a light flyweight title challenge in 1987 and against Mcauley in 1990.
Mcauley's got to keep that jab pushing out. He's got to keep Blanco off balance. He hasn't got to let him get himself set for them big hooks. That's nice work. He's got to keep that sort of work up, just to keep Blanco's mind off swinging the bombs in.
Both of them just looking a little cautious, both very respectful of each other in this first round. Mcauley looking to let
him out, Davey. Let him out, Rodolfo. Let him out. Get out.
Finding the
Get out.
timing with it.
Good.
Mcauley really, as a flyweight, is getting to the veteran stage when you consider he's 4 days away from his 31st birthday.
And that's quite old for the little men. Normally they don't go on as long as that.
Mcauley just seemed to feel that punch got in there. They're good body punches, those from Mcauley. Dumped them into the ribs. Okay, with his short little jab. Mcauley, who in his career has been down, he says, and admits, a total of 19 times. 7 of his fights he was on the floor, and in 6 of them he got up to win. Really gutsy, value for money fighter, Dave Mcauley.
Está repitiendo el gancho abajo. Oíste, ten mucho cuidado con ese golpe, ten mucho cuidado con la derecha también. Yapea un poco más, te abre, llavea y te abre. Cuando ese te venga con el gancho, baja, yapea y mucha la pierna arriba. El recto y tu pierna arriba. O el recto o el cruzado y el recto arriba. Siempre aquí, después del golpe, pum, tu mano, pum. Ten cuidado con la izquierda de él. La derecha, ¿oíste? Bien paradito.
Come on, Colombia. Let's go, out, get out.
You're watching Sky Sports live from Bilbao, Spain. And Dave Mcauley and Rodolfo Blanco in action for the IBF Flyweight Championship. The man from Northern Ireland, Mcauley, in the green trunks. Quiet opening round, which I scored level.
It was quiet, but it was good to see that Mcauley took the centre of the ring and started to get his jab. It looked quite sharp in the first round.
In this second round, the first time they met, Mcauley was on the floor twice. Mcauley just slightly the busier in these early stages, but there really isn't very much to choose between them. It's a good left hook though from the Colombian. He got through with that, I think. But Mcauley felt the weight of that, and he's shipped another couple too. Blanco starting to move into a higher gear. Body punches too.
A couple of them body shots from Blanco looked a little bit low.
One of those punches definitely hurt Mcauley. He's caught with another left there. Difficult fight for him. First one away from home, bearing in mind how close the first one was in his own backyard.
All of a sudden, Blanco sprung into action and Mcauley's going with him.
There's that great capacity to come back hard, Mcauley, just when you feel he's tottering and going through a crisis.
Let him out, Davey, let him out. Good, good.
Now Mcauley turning the tables on Blanco. He has him on the ropes, but signs in the second round that this now is starting to warm up into the kind of battle we expected. Blanco throwing out more leather now. Mcauley matching it with those body shots.
Mcauley's working well off the ropes.
Blanco.
Work out of there.
17 of his 25 wins have come inside schedule.
His punches are also very deceptive. He's one of them fighters that throws shots from weird angles. They're always very hard to defend against.
Mcauley has had one or two problems with cuts in the past too. They'll have to watch that. Good jab from Mcauley. He's come back quite well after just being caught and shaken up a little earlier on in the round. Bell goes to round two.
No. All right, come on. I didn't hear you.
Go ahead. Vaselina. Con tu ya. ¿Estamos bien? Él avisa cuando va a meter a la izquierda. Él hace esto y hace eso. Avisa cuando va a meter a la derecha. Entonces está dependiente a los pies de él para que salga. Y cuando vuelva a rearmarse, ¡pum, pum! Ya. Manos arriba.
Come on, get out. You gotta get out on the thing. Come on.
Welcome back. Third round, 1 second precisely underway.
All right, get.
But things certainly hotted up in that second round.
Don't punch on the break.
Mcauley was caught with a good left hook in the second round, but come back from it well. I'd like to see him use his jab a little bit more. He's allowing Blanco to get his jab off, and Blanco's the smaller fighter. It'll help him to keep Blanco off balance and just keep sticking it out.
Mcauley was saying in a press conference given here last night that although he's been down 19 times, and this was his quote, "I ain't going down no more." Blanco will have other ideas, of course.
Well, the good thing about him is 18 times he got up, so he bounces up and he fights back very, very strongly.
used to have the reputation, Mcauley, of being just a banger, really, a gutsy banger, but he's developed as quite a good technician and tactician as well in his reign as the champion, which goes back now for 3 years since he took the title from Duke Mackenzie in an all-British battle. There's a cool, composed look, though, about Blanco, a man who looks as if he's just working to a plan and going about his job in an unruffled kind of way.
He does. At this moment, he looks like he has the plan in his head. He looks as if he's fighting the fight his way. I'd like to see Mcauley just pick the pace up, do something to knock his rhythm off, to disturb him a little bit.
Mcaulley's left hook to the body has been quite potent. Scoring with that punch again a few seconds ago. He's a good fighter going backwards, I've noticed, Blanco. He skips out of range of punches, covers that well with his gloves. And there's that sharp jab he has, thrown fast, and Mcauley, he has that kind of face that reddens up and you worry about swellings and cuts.
Yeah, he looks a little bit red under the eyes. I don't think there's any problem there yet.
Go with the left hook, which Mcauley blocks with the glove. No doubt about it in this round. Blanco is finding the target more with his jab and with the left uppercut there. Slipping a lot of Mcauley's punches and getting him with some good ones of his own, like that right over the top. Smart, technical work from the little Colombian as the bell goes to end round 3.
La pelea, si la llevamos así no termina. ¿Oíste? La pelea mismo esa. Acuérdate cuando vivimos el último minuto, hay que
Don't worry, I'll bash you around the face if you've got to start.
Okay, vamos a respirar.
Just assume it's a break.
Tiene buen aire. Tiene buena capacidad de recuperación. No le des balache, no le des... ¿Oíste? ¿Oíste? No le des chance. Él te avisa. Este tiene ya todos los golpes, se los tienen avisados. Coge aire, coge aire, coge aire. Come on, Chaco. Get outside, get outside, get outside. Come on, Colombia, get outside. That's good.
Fourth round about to get underway here. Dave Mcauley, the IBF flyweight champion from Larne, Northern Ireland, in the green trunks here, but having his work cut out against this skilled Colombian, Rodolfo Blanco, who boxed very coolly and very skillfully indeed in that 3rd round.
Blanco's boxing well. He just seems to have got off to the better start, landing his jab better, and mixing up with a few little sharp shots. He also hurt Mcauley in the 2nd round. So I just see him just pulling away a little bit at the moment. Mcauley needs just to start doing something. Just allowing Blanco too much control.
I wonder if there might come a point in the contest if it went on in this vein. Blanco boxing carefully, getting his gloves up, blocking Mcauley's punches, whether Mcauley might go for broke and try to turn it into a bit of a brawl.
Blanco is boxing very well behind the jab. He's tucked up nice. He's not doing anything wrong at this moment.
About a 4th round, still that serene look about the Colombian. Mcauley does get through with a couple of jabs, some support from about 100 fans who've travelled from Northern Ireland to support it, but the atmosphere, quite truthfully, a lot different from the rabid support he gets in Belfast. You'll have noticed that too, a good right hand got through from Blanco too there. Mcauley counter-punching off the ropes, but Blanco getting in with some hurtful-looking headshots. Mcauley matching him. Two good fighters. Body shots from Blanco.
Get out.
As
That's
they
it.
work inside there. Mcauley turning the tables.
Turned Blanco well in Mcauley there and then stepped away. He needed to press home any sort of advantage.
David, I think, will be very wary about the Colombian's punch power. There is a swelling under the right eye now of Mcauley. Just the hint of a little bit of a cut there.
Let him out.
He's complaining to the referee about some of Blanco's work inside there. He just swapped a little word to Steve Smoger. That's not an altogether encouraging sign. Mcauley getting with those body shots.
Let him out, David. Come out,
Keep to the
protect him.
body
Let him
well,
out.
but straight away Blanco comes back. Looks very cool when he sets up his attack.
Left hook there, right on the bell, almost after it from Mcauley.
Dame.
¿Está bien?
Sí, estamos bien.
Límpiame los guantes, Pine.
Sí, espera.
Mira, con el ya como lo tiene ya. Vamos a trabajar con ya. No me le niegue una mano cuando falte un minuto, 30 segundos. No me se la niegue.
Baja aire. Quinto round. Ese hombre ya tiene el ojo y mira cómo lo tiene ya. ¿Oíste?
You're watching
Baja
some
la
of the
cabeza,
action
sácate
from
de
that
allá.
fourth round. It was quite a tight round and a bit difficult to score. They both did some pretty good work. Mcauley came on quite strong in the closing stages. Maybe he just might have nicked it, but the impression at the moment is that Blanco is just getting the better of this battle. A lot of grease around Blanco's face. Will be very hungry for this title. He's had to wait an awful long time, 2 failed attempts in the past, and the feeling, no doubt, in his camp that he got scant justice in the first fight, and he'll want to make sure of doing the job this time.
He's also going to have a lot of confidence knowing that he stuck Mcauley on the floor 4 times last time. Although he was down once himself. You know, fighters remember them sort of things, so obviously he feels he has the edge in punching power, so he's going to be pretty confident.
Different kind of fight, this one, though.
It is. It looks
blood
a
and
little
thunder battle
That's
of
right.
last
It's a
time,
little,
is it?
I mean, there's still plenty of time for that to come up later on. But at the minute, both of them are doing a thinking fight.
Mcauley looking to open up with the combinations.
Let him out, Davey. Let him out. Come on, that's it. Come on.
He will be wary about leaving openings into which Blanco could explode his heavier punches. Oh, that's a great left hook from Mcauley. Best punch yet. Really sent the sweat spraying from Blanco's head. That shook him up a little bit. His legs just stiffened as that landed, and that's going to make Mcauley feel a whole lot better about things. Blanco was stunned by that because now he's coming forward and wants to engage Mcauley in a bit more of toe-to-toe exchange.
And now we're starting to get a few fireworks being unleashed. There was a couple of good shots from Mcauley, a good left hook and a right hand to follow.
Let him out.
Definitely shook Blanco up a little bit. And again, he comes back.
The Colombian is still there and is shaken off the effects of that.
You have to stop holding. You're pushing him down.
Push the holding.
You got to keep him up,
Says
okay?
referee Steve
Both of them,
Smoger.
let's go.
It's a fascinating, absorbing battle this between 2 quality flyweights. All 2, 3 good head punches come in from Blanco.
Both fighters are landing good shots.
Blanco looking to close the range and trap Mcauley on those ropes.
Step out, David. Step out.
Heads coming dangerously close together once or twice too in those exchanges. Oh, that's a very good left hook to the body from Mcauley. It's come back well. Blanco trying to rough him up.
Don't punch.
Mcauley can live with that all right.
Come on.
He's been through a lot of experiences in his reign as the champion. He brings all that experience and know-how and battle-hardened ways of his into the fight.
Coge. Aire. Vaselín.
Action you're looking at, slow motion replays of the 5th round here, a round in which Mcauley got through with one extremely good head punch. Blanco came back well from it, but it might have been enough just to give Mcauley the round on the judges' scorecards. 2 judges from the United States, by the way, 1 from Spain. This is round 6. Still that swelling. It's not too much of a problem under the right eye of Mcauley.
Good work from Mcauley. He looks very good when he puts his shots together. When he puts them in 2s and 3s, they land
Let
well.
him out, Davey. Let him out. Hey, don't punch. Don't punch. Don't punch. Come on.
They're shouting at Blanco from his corner, don't wait, come right back. Mcauley, as ever, working methodically. Mcauley, who was a shade upset that the money wasn't forthcoming for him to make a defence in Belfast and have his usual home advantage. If he comes out of this with a victory, his reputation is going to be much enhanced. Blanco getting through some good shots back from Mcauley with a left hook. Look at this exchange. How about this?
Good exchange from both fighters in the corner there. Both got called with good shots. Both landed good ones.
Heads coming dangerously close together. And Blanco falling, slipping almost into the ropes. Wasn't the effect of a punch, just lost his balance.
Get off his neck, Davey. Get off his neck. Your hands are loose in there. You're loose.
Neither fighter willing to surrender the initiative. Again, good work from Mcauley, and then he slipped those counters from Blanco and came back with those 2 good head punches as well. And the combinations from Mcauley. This is a good round for him.
It's a very good round. When he puts his shots together like that, he looks good and he lands with good shots. And now Blanco's starting to go on the retreat. So he's felt a couple.
Oh, it's caught with the right hand, Mcauley then, walked onto it, left himself open, got careless. Dangerous moments for Mcauley. But once again, his head clears. He has splendid recuperative powers, he really does. This is a good comeback from Blanco now. Oh, look at that from Mcauley, counting up the ropes. He's caught with a right hand. Terrific round, this one. Both landing with some storming headshots. As the bell goes to end the round, and that was a really excellent round, and well, thunderous exchanges, but I thought Mcauley got the better of them just about.
I agree, I thought that was another round for Mcauley. Blanco come back well at times, but Mcauley kept on top of him and kept throwing some beautiful combinations. He looks very good when he puts a couple of shots together, 2s and 3s, and he hurt Blanco with some of them shots.
Ice bag by the right eye of Blanco now. There's that little swelling under Mcauley's left eye, or right eye I should say. They're putting the iron on it, Barney Eastwood in the corner. But this now shows signs, I think, then, of developing into a mini classic as we look at some of those exchanges from round 6.
Very good fight, and swinging one way to the other. 1 minute Mcauley's back's against the rope, the next minute he's got Blanco's back on the ropes.
Of course, with a fight like this, both of them are going to be becoming increasingly tired. Into the second half of the fight now. This is the 7th round. Mcauley has come back well in the last couple, and there cannot be very much in this.
on, Davey, get out of there.
Mcauley had two problems when he failed a test, a kind of brain scan that boxers have in Belfast. Then he paid out £6,000 to have 3 independent tests, and they all cleared him. And that was why the British Boxing Board of Control let him fight on.
Push off. Come on, David. Hey, don't punch on the break.
I think it was just a blip, some sort of fault with the machine in the original test in Belfast. He's okay, healthy to fight. Mcauley almost trying to invite Blanco in so that he can counter-punch him, but he's instead has to take the right hand, and there's no counter coming back.
Blanco's very well. Every now and again he's done very well, Mcauley, when he just slips off the ropes. He did it very well there. He just slipped off to the right.
Blanco's corner are shouting to him, don't let him rest, don't let him rest. What Mcauley can do is he can fight going forward, and he can fight quite well to counter-punching off the ropes. He did that the night he won the title from Duke McKenzie. Body shots is from Blanco as they work inside. Mcauley complaining to the referee about some of those going low. Doesn't get any help from Steve Smoger. Ooh, dangerous punches from Blanco now. Mcauley on the defensive. 7th round, turning the tables. Typically, back comes Blanco again. His turn to pin Mcauley on the ropes and let go.
Mcauley is such a gutsy fighter. Just when you think Blanco's getting on top, he turns and lands his all good shots. It's really lined up for a tremendous fight.
He's had a lot of hard battles, Dave Mcauley. Well, he's breathing heavy. I took a little look at his corner then. There's always a stage in a fighter's career when somehow the gas just runs out. But I would never dare to predict that against Mcauley with his fighting heart, but he's taking 1 or 2 on the reps, and then he turns Blanco again every time. Real pressure fighting from the Colombian here. Hurtful body shots from him in there. This is some fight this is developing into now. Well, we did tell you this might be a bit of a humdinger, and it is.
Malcolm, explain the next one a point. The next one's a point. That's the rule.
Low blows. Óyeme, lleva 2 golpes abajo, mucho cuidado que te puede quitar un punto. It's good. Por el centro, por el centro.
Ojo, cuando decimos 20 segundos, presiónalo. No te descompongas, un cerradito con tu mano derecha, no. Hay que presionarlo.
He's looking a bit tired at times there. Yeah, he's
Let's go, let's get out. You gotta get out.
Welcome back. You're watching Sky Sports live from Bilbao. World Championship action. Britain's Dave Mcauley, Northern Ireland's Dave Mcauley in the green trunks in a superb fight here once again with the Colombian Rodolfo Blanco. Signs in that last round maybe that Mcauley was just starting to tire, but I've seen that from him before, and he's come back so well from it in his fights. Can he do it again? And then 2 left hooks back from Blanco.
It is constantly swung one way then the other. One's landed a good combination, then the other.
Paddy Burns done a good job with that little cut underneath the eye of Mcauley. It seems to have dried up completely now. Not a problem.
Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch.
Tribute really to the conditioning of both of these fighters, isn't it? A battle like this.
Well, this is what, these sort of fights is what sort the champions out.
Don't punch, don't punch.
Mcauley in this fight has took the big shots that Blanco's landed a lot better.
Yes, just to remind you, he was down 4 times in their first meeting, and though they've both landed with some thunderous headshots in this one, no knockdown so far. This is the 8th round.
Landed with a couple of big shots there, but again Mcauley took them well, turned them on the ropes and started firing his own back.
Love to know how the judges are seeing this. Stamina, I think, is going to be a big factor, and willpower in there now. I think there's no question about the desire and willpower of either of them. They want this very badly indeed, but who can last this furious pace? Again, that looked a low shot from Blanco, and it escaped any censure at all from referee Steve Smoker.
He's seen quite a few low ones in, and I think Mcaulley's give up completely.
Yes, he's decided, like the good honest pro he is, to just get on with the job. Both slowing up a bit now. It's not surprising. Last 10 seconds of this 8th round.
This round, Blanco's looked like he's slowed up the more.
Maybe encouragingly so for Mcauley. Are you scoring it cumulatively? Keep it cumulatively now. Put a little thing in here on the side it shows it to you.
Ya.
Set for the 9th round here. We're inside the final 4. They go 12 rounds, the World Championship fights these days, for those of you unfamiliar with the present rules. Now, the question is, was Blanco starting to slow up in that last round, or was he just taking a little bit of a breather? Mcauley ever so slightly outworked. That's what Glenn McCrory and I felt anyway. We both have the fight dead level at this stage. It's not, let me stress, our opinion that counts.
I certainly thought at the end of the last round, Blanco looked like he was just tiring a little bit. And he hasn't started this round with any sort of fireworks.
Mcauley, formerly a chef at the family's restaurant in Lahr, nowadays very much a professional boxer. Short little left jabs which travel not very far, but ram home like that. Stinging little punches, and Mcauley coming back with his. Two of the best fights. Got moods to it, this fight, hasn't it?
1 point.
And hang on, the referee here, low punches, and 1 point off for Rodolfo Blanco. Blanco has a point deducted in the 9th round. How crucial might that turn out to be for low blows? He has been guilty of that more than once, and the referee deciding to step in. That might lift Mcauley a bit more, counter-punching off the ropes. Blanco staying with him, punch for punch, great exchange.
Both good qualities, and it's living up to a very good world title fight. They both put the combinations together, they both do good shots, good resilience, and some very good boxing skills. There's a lot of good work going in there on the ropes.
I'll tell you something, this fellow Mcauley seems to have been in more thrillers than Alfred Hitchcock, doesn't he? Here he comes again. The pride, courage and skill of these two men is something to behold. It's came dangerously close together in that exchange. Last few seconds of the 9th round. Still, so little to choose between them. Bloody hell, how many advert breaks have they got in this program? Crying out. Great fight.
Está cansado. Vamos a respirar duro.
Ya, dale.
Raúl, una punta. Joey, 1 point.
Duro, vamos a meterle, Rodo.
Vamos a los
Mete la bola. No lo puedes bloquear también a él. Tiene con Carlos.
Vamos al noveno round, ¿oíste? Usa más la izquierda.
10 seconds.
Start going. Let's go.
Nine rounds gone, 3 to go here as they come out for round 10. Mcauley, green trunks. Blanco, left hook right at the start of the round.
Let him out. Get out.
This fight lacking the knockdowns of the first classic between the two of them, but in its way, just as good a fight.
Very much as good a fight. And it's good to see that Mcauley's eyes haven't got any worse. He managed to keep a hold of that swelling. And I had, again, in the last round I had Blanco just looking as if he was getting a little bit tired, and Mcauley doing the sharper work.
No punch. Step.
And it certainly helped him with Blanco finally getting that round deducted. Consistent low blows.
Blanco with the right over the top that time. Mcauley digging deep. Blanco bustling up against the ropes, but Mcauley just refuses to be dominated there. Wild right that one from Blanco. By the way, the time here in Spain now, would you believe, is 1:45. 2 right crosses from Mcauley, countering off the ropes. The swelling underneath the right eye is getting a bit more troublesome for Mcauley. It's not closing yet, and the end of the fight may come in time, but it's becoming more of a problem. Just the impression that Mcauley is outworking Blanco ever so slightly.
He is. He's put better. The last few rounds I've seen him just start to pull ahead, put better combinations. Another beautiful. That's been his best shot of the fight. A left hook, right hand.
Stopped Blanco in his tracks, those did his legs stiffen, but look at the Colombian come back.
These two men are certainly two very tough and two very proud fighters.
Magnificent contest this. The IBF's 8-stone title.
Watch out. Pull out, baby. Pull out.
Shouts from the Blanco corner of, come on, step it up, win the round, they say. All that happened is that left from Mcauley. The unquenchable spirit of this Northern Irishman. I must say, I'm amazed that he's still battling on like this at nearly 31 years of age.
El reto tuyo.
Hey, what are they doing?
Usa el gancho izquierdo y sube enseguida acusado. ¿Entendiste? Que te está dando.
There's the face of Rodolfo Blanco. Signs of, just first signs anyway, of one or two swellings, but he's got one of those skins, the Colombian, that doesn't seem to cut or mark very much at all, unlike Mcauley's, but the corner have done a great job on the little swelling under Mcauley's right eye as they go into the 11th round now with the destiny of this fight
Don't punch, don't punch.
and the destiny of the decision still in the balance, it would seem to us anyway at ringside.
I think looking at the corners there during the end of
Let 'em out, baby, let 'em
it
out.
told its own story, because Mcauley's corner were very calm, where Blanco's corner were all mad, shouting instructions, you know, and seemed to be trying to will their man to do some better work.
No, so you're holding it. Okay, no good. All right. No. Quick, I'm here.
Incidentally, we're sitting right next to one of the judges in our ringside position. We cannot see what he's scoring, unfortunately. Probably, if we could, we wouldn't be able to tell you. You must be very, very tired now, Glenn. You've been in this kind of position in world title fights yourself.
Well, it's a stage of a fight where you get in the 11th round, you're starting to get you can sense the finish post coming, and you're starting to get you're very, very tired, but you're starting to get next to a little bit of wind because of it, especially if you feel you're in the lead, which I think Dave Mcauley does.
Real battle of wills and deep down desire now. Blanco trying to pin Mcauley to the ropes and wade away with his hooks and uppercuts. But every time he's been in that position, Mcauley has just matched Blanco almost punch for punch. Oh, that body shot from Mcauley looked to just stray a bit on the low side.
Mcauley in spasms has chose to be on the ropes and has done some very good fighting off them. And every now and again, when he thinks it's time, he just spins out of there and does it very well, as he's done there.
Mcauley, just to remind you, his 9th world title fight in 23 contests. Blanco with his 3rd attempt to become a title holder.
Come on, baby.
Two men now fighting on very tired legs. And that right eye of Mcauley is getting worse. It's almost closing. Blanco pressures him with good shots. And Blanco's done better in this round, Glenn.
He's picked it up a little bit. Once or twice when he got caught, he seemed to hurt him.
Oh, these are good shots now. He's starting to get through. Mcauley looks just a little bit more ragged and is going through one of his worst spells. The eye's swelling up too. He's on his bike. He's going backwards. Blanco closes the range. They don't even hear the bell to end it in the 11th. Well, 3 minutes to go, and just look at now at that right eye of Dave Mcauley, bearing all the scars of this battle. Blanco comparatively unmarked.
Last one.
Mcaulley's eyes got a lot worse in the last 2
Last
rounds.
round.
And he was doing okay at the beginning of the round, but just at the end, Blanco his shots started to be a little bit more effective, and he started to get on top. And that eye is looking very, very painful. And he's going to do well if he can stay out of it for the rest of this round.
Danger is, of course, with it like that. If he closes any more, he doesn't see the left hooks coming. But he's only got 3 more minutes to last with it. They're working feverishly. Paddy Byrne there in the corner. He's a great cuts man. As you watch a bit of the action again from the 11th round, remember Blanco had a point deducted for low blows in the 9th. How vital that might be, we shall see as they touch gloves. Mcauley's eye, his right eye, has just become a slit now, and Blanco, sensing that he may be able to steal this late. Well, I say steal it, but there cannot be very much in it at all. So many of the rounds toughish to score, as they seem to be trading almost punch for punch.
Put him out,
both corners will have told them that the decision may rest on what happens in these final 3 minutes. And I think instinctively they will have probably known that themselves too.
The fight's been very, very close throughout. I think obviously there'll be differences in opinion as to who won certain rounds. I've got Mcauley ahead.
You wonder whether the Spanish-speaking crowd here have been pro-Blanco, whether the judges might be pro-Blanco in that respect. It shouldn't happen, sometimes does, but we'll see. Left hook, Blanco, good punch, and again, Mcauley's got to get that glove up. Just tending to drop his gloves a little and getting caught with 1 or 2.
That's got to be the shot that Blanco goes for this round. You can see the left eye's very bad. Mcaulley's vision will be impaired. So he's got to let that shot go.
Blanco stepped it up again in the last couple of rounds, and I'm sure his corner will be absolutely furious if they were to lose another close decision to Mcauley in a world title challenge.
Let him out, Davey boy, let him out. Come on, let him out.
Just over a minute to go now.
A nice right hand from Mcauley off the ropes.
But whereas Mcauley was just about outworking Blanco 2 or 3 rounds ago, I think it's Blanco who's just outworking Mcauley now. Well, maybe, anyway. Mcauley's professional instinct will tell him to try to finish this big, to take the eye of the judges over what is it now, the last 40 seconds. Whatever happens, Mcauley has lost this. He's really gone out on his shield, hasn't he?
Good shots from Mcauley there. I'm sure Blanco's hurt.
Toe-to-toe exchanges. And Mcauley going in with some very heavy punches to the head in those exchanges too. Sat back against the ropes there, Mcauley. Extremely tired, but still capable of letting go with some real firepower as the bell goes to end it. It's going to go to a points decision. They both lift their arms aloft. They're both lifted up. And, well, that was a very close fight indeed. And, in all honesty, I wouldn't like to say which way that has gone.
Well, it was a very close fight. I think it could go either way. I think Mcauley had the edge in the fight, and I think as champion will probably retain it.
But we're guessing really, aren't we?
Well, we certainly are.
We certainly are. There is now great tension around this arena, the Bilbao Sports Pavilion. The crowd are wondering what's happened. We're wondering what's happened. The people in the corner are wondering what has happened. Action from the 12th round, left hook from Blanco, but Mcauley scored with good punches too. I don't know, that last round, I think maybe Blanco just about did enough to win it over the first 2¼ minutes of the round.
Yeah, he did the more consistent work. Mcauley had a good spell in the middle where he let about 5 or 6 shots go, which all landed and seemed to rock Blanco. But Blanco kept the steady pressure on, which might have gotten him the last round.
I've got the fight dead level. What about you, Glenn?
I've got Mcauley winning by 1 round.
And so many of the rounds that you could argue about. Tight one, both of the fighters very anxiously waiting on Mcauley's going through the full bravado act, but you can take absolutely no notice about it. It's something that just fighters do. Unhelpfully, of course, the decision will be announced in Spanish, so we'll probably have to get the exact scorecards for you afterwards. But I think you're going to get the general drift of it. A lot of shaking of hands going on in there. Mutual respect between them. It was a great fight, wasn't it?
Tremendous fight, right from the start. A good thinking fight as well. There's lots of action, some very skillful work on the ropes. A tremendous world title fight.
Well, we're going to know the answers pretty soon now. That's the view that they have from the back here in the cheaper seats at the Bilbao Sports Pavilion. Mcauley, who said he might only have 2 more fights after this one. He's talking about retirement in 1993. Tomorrow he goes home, and it's his little girl Sasha's 6th birthday, and he'd love to go home still the champion of the world. But will he? Really having to work on that eye still.
Yeah, you like good fight.
And it's taking a long, long time just to prolong the agony. Here we go.
Very good.
And we still wait. Here it is, I think. Blanco's got it. Rodolfo Blanco has taken Dave Mcauley's world flyweight title here in a very, very close fight indeed. Well, I don't know if you heard those announcements. They weren't the clearest, and I'll try to get the figures to you. And there's some bad feeling now as well going on at ringside. One of the judges being taking 1 or 2 verbal assaults from the corner, and look at the desolation of Dave Mcauley. Fancy losing after putting in a performance like that. Blanco has got it. One of the judges I heard there scored it absolutely even at 140 and 114 for Dave Mcauley.
Well, I don't really think there can be too many arguments. I know obviously Dave Mcauley and his camp will feel bereaved not to have get it, but it was a very, very close fight. I had thought that Mcauley had just pipped it, but I don't really think there can be any arguments which way it went. It was a very, very close fight, and Blanco did very, very well.
Well, heartbreak for Dave Mcauley, but Rodolfo Blanco, contentiously as he lost the first fight, has won the second one. I would say equally controversially, very, very close indeed. But Rodolfo Blanco of Colombia has taken the IBF Flyweight Championship of the World from Dave Mcauley, who loses it in his 6th defense.
Parece que el público no ha quedado muy satisfecho con esta decisión.
Why aren't they answered like this? Huh?
That's the way it goes.
No, you can't do
No, that's the way it goes.
You have lost that.
Just like